This is the Graybeard Gaming Podcast, a gaming podcast from gaming enthusiasts. Join us as we talk about the games we love to play and the gaming industry and how it affects us as consumers. I am Scott. This is David. This is Liam. Let's go. Hey, everybody. This week, we are going to talk about Xbox raising prices again. And if this is your first episode here, thanks for dropping in and drop us a like and a sub. It really helps us out. We normally go into what we've been playing this week, but I thought we could go ahead and talk about the pricing first and then get into what we've been playing and call it a free day. Yes, last week we had to talk about some super serious stuff. And this week, I thought since there's not a lot going on before the Tokyo Game Show, we could just kind of see where the conversation goes. So let's go ahead and knock this out because it sucks. So let me start it off real quick by I found this. Okay, this is from Windows Central, and they say Microsoft and other companies have already been forced to increase the prices on their tech products, particularly except TVs. Particularly so if they're heavily dependent on China, whose patchwork of tariffs range from anywhere between 10 and 40% for various components and other aspects of the overall supply chain. Whether it's storage, chips, or even just circuitry, even every aspect of an Xbox Series XS console has been subjected to a variety of duties based on what's inside the box, putting pressure on manufacturers to increase prices, diversity supply chains, or both in a lot of cases. So this is them trying to, I guess, explain what is going on. But what is your take on this, guys? Well, they just raised the prices in May, and now they raised them again.
Are we talking hardware, software?
Yeah, the consoles. So the consoles, the 512 gigabyte, the OG Xbox Series S, premiered at what, $299, I think. Then it went up to $399 in May, and now it's up to $379.99. The 1 terabyte, which I can't believe they still make, is up to $4. No, I'm sorry, I got this backwards. Let me fix that. It's $399 down from $379.99. And then the 1 terabyte is $449.99. Now this is $50 cheaper than the Xbox Series X Premier console, like the one that came out in 2020.
Yeah, at launch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's up $20 from $429. The Xbox Series X digital is $599, up $50. And then that's the one without the drive. And then the Xbox Series X, the regular one, is $649.99, up $50 from $599. So, yeah. And then the Xbox, the 2 terabyte Galaxy Edition is $800. So, $800. Mm-hmm. So what do we think's going on here?
It's easy to just blame this on tariffs, but historically, obviously, consoles already sold a loss anyway. So how much are they losing on these?
Well, theirs are right, but not all consoles.
Oh, Xbox,
right?
Anyway,
Right.
I don't know about PlayStation.
They say they're making money on each console.
Yeah, they do.
I don't believe them, and we know Nintendo makes like $100,000 on each one sold, because when you buy one, they'll sue you.
So I don't understand Microsoft's mindset on this. I mean, tariffs. Okay, you get some tariffs that's going on in the world, and economy-wise, it's not great. So everything is going up, just in general. It does, and inflation happens and everything else. But I can't understand the politics of it. Everything is going up.
Everything is going, whether it has to do with tariffs or not. Everything is going up.
Yeah, everything just is.
Yeah.
So
Idaho potatoes, which are not affected by any tariff, are going up. They're grown right here in Idaho, but they're more expensive.
Yeah. But honestly, I think in terms of the consoles right now, where we are with PlayStation and Xbox, I think Sony and Microsoft are thinking to themselves, right, we got pretty much most of our audience playing on our consoles. Most of the people who want one have got one. Because we're already staring at next gen. People are already talking about it. So they're probably gearing up for that. So I think they're just like, let's just, stop losing money right now. People are barely getting them anyway at this point. And just get ready for like the next generation of consoles. And hopefully the economy is in a better way.
David, what's your take on this?
I get what he's saying about, or at least I'm understanding it as like maybe Microsoft is setting a standard right now that's saying like, okay, these things cost $800 now, and that's just how they're going to cost going forward. From a consumer's perspective, we're getting nicely close to PC.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are getting nicely right on that line. $800, and you can get a pretty decent PC for $800.
You could get a good like 1-year-old used PC for $800
The thing is, though,
easily.
like if we're talking about used, you can buy used consoles, and they're cheap.
Okay, well let's talk about that for a second, because if you go to GameStop right now, it's $20 less. A used one is $20 less than a new one. So they raised the price, of course, of the used ones accordingly. So you're saving $20. That's what? That's a month and a half of Game Pass. That's beans, man. It's nothing.
I don't mean like GameStop or anything. I just like local. Go local. Go look to what your people are selling.
Let's go
I
local.
can go like on the the online marketplaces, eBay and other websites, Facebook. I can get like an Xbox Series S for less than £100.
Can you now though? I mean, you have to look at it like market value.
No, but that's literally what people are selling them for. I was actually tempted to buy one just to use as an emulator.
What do you need that? You have a PC.
Can you mail me one from Europe? Actually,
right.
But then I got a PC and like, oh, well, I might as well get it here. So.
Well, here's the first one that comes up, but this is the Xbox Series X 2 terabyte on eBay. It's $850.99. Let's see, a regular 1 terabyte black, $379.99. So yeah, I mean, you could. That's doable.
And you can get a PC with a monitor as bright as Scott's.
Yeah. I know, right?
Your monitor is hella bright.
I know.
When you turn on your monitor,
eBay does not have a dark mode. Want to see my beard glow? Go to eBay. But yeah, I mean, you're right. You can get a used one. You can get a used console. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, I sold mine on eBay. When I got a PC, I sold my Series X on eBay in like 50 minutes. I was like, oh shit, I guess I got to put this in a box. So
I think the issue is that as consumers, we're like, if they're okay increasing these prices to this much and saying this is like the new official price,
well, it's not going to come back down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They don't go down. Anything even goes up.
Well,
so how much is like the PS6 going to be? Next Xbox. It's like, ooh, yeah.
It's going to be $800.
Might be in for trouble.
Yeah. Well, this is in May. There was a spike. The tariffs. I think in May it was tariffs. They covered their tariff cost, right? And then of course after evaluation and things start to shift and move, I think Xbox is just does not taking a loss anymore on consoles. They know that they're not selling any anyway. I mean, if they drop the price, they'd see a spike, but you know how it goes. It's like you'd see another little spike during the holidays, but I think that they're done with much like PlayStation. They're done with Series XS. They're done with it. They're just raising price. If they sell one, great, they make money on it. If they don't sell one, gives a shit. Go get Game Pass. But it's still that's the business point of view. The Xbox ecosystem point of view is they still should be selling those at some reasonable price and at least the same as PlayStation, if not cutting them right now, to get that edge on the ecosystem. If you could sell, this is the way I think. There's rumors now that the new Xbox is coming out next year. If that is the case, then if I was Microsoft, I would cut the price on all of the. I'd get rid of the 2 terabyte. I'd get rid of the 1 terabyte. I'd just sell the S and the X as it was. Just those. Forget the digital version. Get rid of all the SKUs. Just have the S and the X. Sell them cheaper. Lose money on it. Because if you can get people that are considering, like, hey, all these new games are coming out on Xbox. Not all of them are going to PlayStation, but I don't have to buy them if I can do Game Pass. So why don't I just pick? I mean, it's cheaper now. Why don't I just go get an Xbox? I'll go get an Xbox, and boom, you've got somebody that is now in your ecosystem. So when that next console comes out, it's like, hey, I love PlayStation, but when's the PlayStation 6 coming out? They haven't even announced it, and Microsoft's showing off their new console that's coming out in November. Why not just get one of those? Then you've got somebody that you basically just took from PlayStation. Then you're winning the console battle without having to console war anything, and you can still be, multi-plat. But getting somebody with an Xbox and getting them on Game Pass, Game Pass is hard to pass up. When you have Game Pass, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I don't really. Yeah. I'm not playing anything. I'll just cancel something and like, what just dropped? So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's like, well. I do that all the time. I'll skip a month, and then I'll, like toward the end of the month, I'm like, oh shit, look at that. Okay, well I'll go ahead and renew. So it's that hook. It gets you, and they should capitalize on that. I don't think this is tariff based. I think this is just them wanting to start to make money on those consoles, and they're tired of losing money on it. And it does raise the price for the next consoles.
No. Unless we're expecting something like magically big for the next consoles, I am worried about those prices. But I think they are just done with the generation. And be like, let's just stop losing money right now.
Yeah, either that or maybe it's a little bit of that. Maybe it is more of, hey, when we come out with this new console, we can't have it compete with our old one, as far as pricing. If it competes with the old one, then you're like selling the old one again and not making any money off of it. And then here's the new one. I don't know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I sort of have this other perspective. Just listening to everything that's going on with tech and paying for it, and something came to mind, which was I'm sure you guys are familiar with MKBHD, that really big tech reviewer, and he always has new products that he's reviewing. Mm-hmm. And I watched him recently a couple of days ago, and he mentioned a phone that he was reviewing, and a kind of a high-end phone. And I remember this distinctly because he was like, oh, this phone is, it's priced at $1,000, which is competitive to what these kinds of phones go for these days. And I just thought in my head, $1,000 freaking dollars for a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I just started thinking in my head, like, this is just what tech costs now. Mm-hmm. And maybe Xbox is maybe not right now, but I think at some point we're going to get to this a level of this is what this sort of tech costs, and it's in the $1,000 range.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the older we get as gamers, the more we go, this is fucking bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But in the phone world, people have been living with it for so long now that to get a phone for like $900 is a freaking deal, right? But it's still $900. Like what? Like Like this phone, this Note that I've had is old. It's very old. Works great, by the way. It's old as shit, and I'm not buying another one. One because it works fine, but the other reason is I just know that I'm gonna spend 1,000, and I'm not gonna buy a phone for like 5 years, right? Or
Right.
4 years, give or take. And I don't know how long has the Xbox X been out?
Well, since
5 years.
2020.
Yeah.
Right, 4 years. So I think they're going
Almost
just like,
5,
well,
yeah.
almost 5, every 4 or 5 years, you spend 1,000. You spend $1,000 on a console, and for 4 or 5 years, that's your console for the next 4. I mean, that's going to be the rationale for people going forward. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, some
wasn't that,
people, yes.
wasn't that like the rationale anyway to buy a console? Because even like for $500, it was like, yeah, but you have it like for 7 years.
Yeah, there's
years,
no
whatever it is.
upgrading or any. Well, there's
that
additional
was the point.
cost.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
Yeah.
But with phones, we can actually like split like the bills up. Like I've got an S25, so that's one of the
Yeah.
latest ones from Samsung, and obviously that's like $1,000 or £1,000. I don't have that money up front.
Yeah.
I just have a contract. I just pay it by monthly. And it's quite a good one. And
Well,
Xbox did
so does
dabble
Xbox.
with All Access. Yeah, they did try that. I don't know if it's still going on. They did
I
try
think
it
it.
during
I think
that.
it is.
So that is another way they could go. But the question becomes, like, how much are you willing to pay for tech or what it offers? Because phones now, they have a load of tech in them. That's why they're so expensive, because they do everything.
Right.
There are little computers. That's why they're expensive.
People lose their phones. It's like their whole
Yeah.
freaking life is gone.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
guys.
man,
My
my
phone is
phone,
dead.
my whole life is over.
Back up to the cloud, people.
You could, like, if Microsoft wanted to, they could make a $2,000 Xbox and make it like the equivalent of a Beast gaming PC. But the question would be, how many would actually go for that?
Well,
People wouldn't go for that up front as
Right.
a console consumer.
okay, but there's a difference here. Let's. You basically need a phone.
Yeah, that is true.
It's hard to navigate the modern world right now if you do not have a phone. Okay, you don't have to have a console. So consoles are entertainment, and again, people will pay X amount for entertainment, but when that price keeps going up, at a certain point, people will stop paying that. They will stop paying that money for that entertainment. Okay, they'll find something else to do, or they'll just stick with what they got, or they'll go, "Hey, I'm going retro." You know, it's people always seem to find some way of getting around that. A console is not like a phone in the sense of, well, you know, here's the new console, figure out how to get it because you've got to have it. It's not an expense. It's entertainment.
I know that
yeah.
like, there are different markets.
Well,
I
I'm
get-
just
I get
saying,
that completely.
if
Yeah.
they need to
Yeah.
figure out a way to price that and maybe offer a way to pay for it in a different way than a cell phone. Now, with saying that though, people line up. I mean, when they have a new iPhone, do you not see 48
Yeah,
people
yeah, it is
waiting in
ridiculous,
line
yeah.
like to get the new phone so that they can experience the new camera? Okay, whatever. There are people that will do that, but that's not the majority of people.
No.
I've got a crappy phone. I mean, it works fine for me, and it's nothing exciting. But yeah, I pay $15 on my bill because I didn't want to pay the $900 or whatever up front.
Yeah.
But I got to do it because my phone was failing. So
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, at some point you do have to upgrade your tech. Like,
yeah, it doesn't last
Right.
forever, right?
like tech will
Right.
degrade over time. Like, maybe
Yeah.
I should actually replace this 10-year-old, 20-year-old thing.
Yeah, and just like phones, and like we were just talking about, Xbox Series X, you can get a used one. This new Xbox that's coming out, there will be used ones fairly soon after,
And and if we are going to argue as a PC, like, if the Xbox was a PC, if it does do this weird
like hybrid
Steam
kind of
on
thing.
an Xbox hybrid, that could be a massive selling point to a lot of people.
It could be a very big selling
The,
point.
the key point is how much is it and how accessible is that to actually get,
Yeah, well,
rather than you
didn't we-
spending all that money up front.
Didn't we talk about this before? I mean, if they price it as a console plus PC, then certain people are going to be very happy about that because they have both. There's going to be some people that are like, well, I just want a really cheap PC. I don't care about the console start. And then there's some people that are like, I just want the new console. I don't want to do PC. So how is that? What are you doing to that market?
Yeah.
Are you splitting it, or are you? There's a fine line there. I mean, honestly, all in all, I mean, of course, my is always just get a PC. It is not difficult. If you can learn how to drive a car, you can learn how to use a PC. It's very simple. But I think it all just comes down to cost. This is just unfortunate that everybody, people are having a hard time paying rent right now and groceries.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
even my wife and I, we don't buy as many groceries as we used to. You'd think I'd be thinner. But we just don't, we don't buy, instead of getting like something nice, we get like something not so nice and just a little bit bigger so that we can spread it out and, just like everybody else. And the entertainment part of it, God, I'm so glad I went to PC because the cost after you get the PC could be zero. It could be nothing. You have your favorite game, you have your PC. You don't have to pay to play that game. You don't have to give anybody any money other than your internet provider. You would be doing that anyway. So they've got to compete with that in some way. And we just don't know how they're going to do it yet. But these prices, I think, are pushing. Microsoft would love for you to get a PC. It's got the Xbox on it when you install Windows. I mean, it's already there.
That's the thing with Microsoft. At the end of the day, it all goes back to them anyway.
They're winning. It don't matter.
Right. It does. It's like, screw you, Xbox. I'm getting a PC. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Gosh. No, they're like, no, please don't.
Please don't. Oh, darn. We lost another customer. By the way, here's a free month of PC Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Yeah. So they're winning either way. They're getting their money, but it's just it just feels like a friend of mine was thinking about, we got Battlefield coming out and we got Arc Raiders coming out, and he plays on a Series S. And this is the first time I think I was like, maybe I want to upgrade. Maybe I want to because Battlefield and And when he said that, boom, the prices just immediately went up. And it's like
it's his fault.
Yeah, and now it's from his point of view. He's like, well, shit, I might as well just wait till they come out with a new one then, because I'm not investing in an $800 console for them to come out with another one next year.
Yeah.
So good
next year or
luck
2
selling
years.
anything at this point, Xbox.
Yeah.
And we don't see Phil Spencer doing anything. Have you noticed that? Like, he used to be very vocal. He used to be on Twitter. He used to be, in interviews and schmoozing with people. He was on this podcast and this podcast, and you don't see him anymore. You don't see anybody anymore.
He's got a very different position now, and I think Microsoft themselves are more involved with Xbox than he is at this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously they've got a new strategy, and a lot of it has to do with them not saying anything about what they're doing. So I just noticed it.
He's been
different.
spending. He's been really busy. He's been really busy on his yacht, from what I hear.
Right.
Although funny you should say that, because he did all those posts with the Tokyo Game Show. Like, I'm in Tokyo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he'll be there. But yeah, speaking of which, did you see
you
Gabe
were like-
Newell's new yacht? It was like $1 billion yacht or something like that.
Geez.
Oh my God. This guy's gone full James Cameron. He's like part of this like oceanographer thing, and God,
When Liam was
he's
like,
cool.
it's funny you say that. When Liam said, it's funny you say that, I thought he was going to be like, I just bought a yacht.
Yeah, I I got a yacht. It's
Oh
out back.
yeah, I've got one out back. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
It's
As
in my-
far as you
Iro-
know.
in my pond.
Ironically, I do live next to the pier. So
Yeah, you could just say, bring a lady over, open the window. Yeah, that's mine right there. See that one with the sail on it?
hey,
Yeah.
bring your yacht over here. I need to impress someone. Go on.
Right. Yeah, if you're nice to me now, we'll go sailing on it tomorrow. Yeah.
And then he's like, no, not that one. That one next to it, and it's like a rowboat. Like,
Right.
that's just a rowboat, man.
I hate when people do
The one
that.
with
You
the
ever see
pedals.
that? It's like they like somebody goes, "Hand me that board over there," and there's like 986 boards, and you're like, "Okay, which one? That one right there. I'm pointing to it."
Not
Like,
that one.
You're pointing to a pile of wood. Like, which one specifically do you want? Hey, and that's my reaction. They look at me like I'm stupid. Okay, let's move on. But anyway, that's not great news, but it's not terrible news either because, just go get a used one if you really need one. And if you got the money, go get into PC. If you have questions about getting into PC, put in the comments below. We'll try to help you out. Also, just today, the OD Knock. Now that we're talking about Xbox, the game from Kojima and supposedly Jordan Peele had a little trailer, and you guys watched it. It was photorealistic. It's using Unreal Engine 5, of course, and which is kind of odd. I wonder why they didn't use the. I guess is the what is it? Decima engine. Is that tied to? Is it owned by PlayStation? I guess it is, isn't it? Because they own.
Yeah, it is Sony owned. Yeah, the engine.
Yeah. So we watched the trailer. It was creepy. But this to me, okay, I'm just gonna throw this out here just by seeing the trailer. I'm gonna say that this is gonna be like some 3-hour, like just project kind of thing that may only be on Xbox Game Pass or something. You know what I mean? Like some kind of experimental little marketing thing. I don't think this is a full-fledged game. I think this is just a little something.
Really?
I'm just saying it. I've just got a feeling. It's just,
I think it's going to be more than like a 3-hour tech demo. I hope so. Anyway.
Well, I don't mean a
don't know
tech
if I'm
demo.
gonna
I
get
just
it,
mean
but-
like a little, like here's just something, to this is what Game Pass offers. You got this little thing you can play. I don't know.
But I also think that Microsoft's going to offer this everywhere anyway, because that's just their sort of position now.
Yeah.
And,
Also said that was 100% PC. It was not on an Xbox at all. So
unless
sorry.
that's the next Xbox and it's a launch title.
maybe, but yeah, I don't think they would show that yet.
You heard it here first. Like I think Kojima will want his game to be everywhere as well. Microsoft just have the extra tech and cloud. I think it's cloud-based game. It's what they
Supposedly, he's using their cloud base to do things in the game, like that doesn't process in the game itself. I don't know. It's really weird. It's kind of cool, but anytime I hear somebody talking about, well, we're going to use the cloud to do that, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really come out that way. I bet you anything that when this comes out, they're saying zero, but it's not using the cloud at all. It's just a game. So, but if it does, then it may be exclusive.
I've seen the trailer looked cool, and I realized trailers like this like to build hype, but I'm never really. Whenever I see a trailer like this where there's really nothing in there, I'm never like, man, I want to play this game. Oh man, I can't wait to buy this one.
Yeah.
I usually watch this and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
looks cool, fine, but I don't know anything about this game whatsoever.
And you'll play it, and you still won't because it's a Kojima game.
Yeah.
You'll get done and go, "What the fuck was that?" This looks like something he builds on the PT demo. If you guys remember that,
Yeah.
I
A lot
played-
of people thought like PT.
yeah, and he really wanted to do. I think that was, if I remember correctly, that was Del Toro was writing something for him. It was going to be Silent Hill, like a Silent Hill reboot, but it's going to be in first person and all this stuff. But man, did that kick off a bunch of like walking through a house, weird shit happening games
Yeah.
since. Like you can't, like if you go to Steam and put in horror, you'll get 9 right off the bat of games walking through a house. Not that, some of them are actually really good. Some of them are, just not good, but it did almost invent a genre of horror games. So I'm not excited about this, but because I'm positive it'll be on PC. But I've got to see more. I've got to see a little bit more to see what's going on with.
Yeah.
I'm curious about it. I'm not a horror person at all, but if it was more like psychological, I could.
Oh, it'll be
I may be
psychological. It'll be, what the fuck did I just pay for?
Now,
Like not like horror where it's like Resident Evil or
No, I
Evil
get you.
Within, and it's just
Yeah.
like loads of weird things coming at you, like just actually like somebody losing their mind. Like,
Jordan
what's
Peele
happening?
does more psychological horror
Yeah,
than
yeah.
kind of jump scare stuff. What were you gonna say, David?
Yeah. No, I was actually Liam was actually already saying it a little bit. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask him, like, you say you're not into horror, but you play a lot of Call of Duty Zombies.
I know.
There is a distinction, but there is a distinction. I get what you're saying. There's a distinction between like this kind of horror versus this kind of horror. Like you're running around blasting zombies. It's very different than there's a dark hallway and you don't know what's in there and you're freaking the fuck out about going down.
Yeah,
that
because
hallway.
the thing is when you play like horde shooters, that's because like you're the person who's gonna like wipe them all out. You're like, yeah, I've got all this stuff.
Yeah.
Get all this, and everything's gonna be done. Oh, I died. Let's try again. With horror, it's more like, oh shit, there's a guy there, and oh, I'm dead, and I can't fight him. I can't beat him. I just have to run.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Well,
I
not
absolutely hate
every
that.
horror game is like that. Like take Resident Evil for instance. I mean, you have things. It's you're combating something. It's not just run and hide. I don't like those games where you run and hide. Like you spend half the game looking through a little slit as this thing walks back and forth. I get very bored with those. But I do like the ones that you have some way to defend yourself if anything.
Yeah, where the skill tree is just every time you get a skill point, it's how fast you can run.
Yeah,
I'm just getting faster running. It's like, what the fuck? What the hell?
And then you just it's like waiting on them. It's like, come on, man, where are you? But yeah, I'm with you. I don't like the Outlast. Outlast has a great setup, but then as soon as I have to hide under a bed for 5 minutes, I'm like, Alien Isolation was that way too. And incredible game, but
yeah,
just I don't like that. I just don't like it. It's just boring. Not the right kind of scary, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, this will probably be more psychological, knowing Kojima and Jordan Peele. So we'll see what happens with that later. And that concludes our show. Thanks for watching. No, I'm kidding. So let's get into what we've been playing, and we'll start with David. Since David was, were you here last week? Oh, you came in late last week. Okay, yeah, let's start with you this week.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, actually, it's actually a very perfect segue from what we were just talking about, because
Cool.
I've been playing 2 games. And I'll talk about the one that I've been playing the most first, because it's a perfect segue to what we were just talking about. I've been playing Dying Light, the new Dying Light game that just
The
yeah.
Beast. Oh yeah, how is it?
The Beast. It is pretty fucking amazing, I gotta say.
Really?
Like,
Cool.
Yeah, because and I haven't played Dying Light in a really long time, and I remember I was really into the first one. I didn't beat it, but I got really close to the end. And when Dying Light 2 came out, I think I got the ultimate
Yeah.
pass or whatever.
Yeah,
I
I
got
did too.
everything. And then I didn't really play it all that much. Partially kind of because I didn't really like the protagonist in it. It wasn't the same protagonist as in the first one.
Right.
And I don't know, I didn't really feel that connection with that one than in the first one.
He was a little whiny.
So this one gets the protagonist from the first one.
Oh, really?
And-
That's cool.
Yes. Yes, and you get to and one thing that I really really liked about the game was in the options menu, they have, start game or whatever, options, all the different options right at the menu. And then one option is what happened, like what happened, going for, what happened since the previous games, like what happened to this protagonist,
Right.
and all that. And I was like, that's so cool. I could just click that and I can get this like 5-minute video of like cinematic of like everything that happened, and I could be totally up to date, with it's like some people start a part 2 or they start a part 3 and they don't know what happened in part 1. They never played
Right.
part 1 before. You could just click this and watch everything going forward as to what happened. So I don't really want to spoil the game. If you guys want to play it, I don't really want to spoil it, but we were talking about we don't like these games where your skill tree is just running faster, right? Like in the first Dying Light, there was a pretty extensive skill tree where you kind of like get better and get better and get better. Well, in this one, it's called Dying Light: The Beast because they took that and amped it up to 11. Now you have like this ability that you didn't have before, where it's like a beast mode. So your protagonist character has been experimented on for so long. That's why you haven't seen him since the first game. That now that you play him, he has this like rage mode, and he just fucks shit up, or you just fuck shit up with the controller,
Yeah.
and you are just going around and ripping zombies' heads off, splitting their heads open, ripping their body parts off, and like hitting them.
Good
and
God.
you just once your beast mode hits like a level, you are like taking out like 30, 40 zombies. Like it's that Call of Duty like running around just like taking names, and it's fun as hell.
So is it like a chain
is, like,
effect?
so
Like the more you do, the higher it gets, and you just keep
yeah.
going.
So
Like,
there's a health.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a health bar, and then right under it is a red bar.
Yeah.
And as you walk around, you're punching zombies and you're slashing zombies. This rage is like increasing. Once it hits, you can't click anything. Like you turn it, it automatically kicks in.
Holy shit! It's
Right?
it's
So-
like Twitter, the game.
So I'll give you an example, and it's, by the way, it's multiplayer, it's co-op. You can play.
Oh,
up
is
to
it?
4 people.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty awesome. So me and the wife have been playing it, and we're playing it together, and we get into a building where we have to for the story, and it's dark in this building. We kind of like scooch into this building. We look, there's like fucking 20 zombies in this room,
Yeah.
and she's like, I don't know about this. There's no way. I don't see no windows out. I
Yeah.
don't see no way to get out. And I was like, oh, my rage mode is almost full. So she's like, all right, go in there. I went in there. I punched like 2 zombies. Boom, it kicks in. I am just destroying the room.
And she's like in a
Just
corner going,
completely-
I don't know you.
And she's in a corner with one zombie like, slice. And I'm just like ripping zombies' heads off. And then, I just had this moment, where I was just kind of like, and I was talking to her about this game, where I was like, I remember playing the first Dying Light, and we played it, and I remember saying to myself, this has got to be like the top 5 zombie games of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got that feeling again with Dying Light: The Beast. I was like, these motherfuckers did it again. These motherfuckers know what they're doing. Like, this still is, what is it, Tecmo? Whoever the
Techland.
people that make the game.
Yeah.
Techland, yeah.
Techland, that's what it is. I knew it was Tech something. Yeah, they they make probably one of the best zombie games like ever. And that's how I felt about this game. And I've been having such a great time with it. I think it's really, really cool. I highly recommend it. And like I said, it's co-op, so it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I like the protagonist again. He's Kyle Crane. He's back, and you get to play as him. And I love that guy. He's cool. And you're in Europe. You're in, you know. So it's very sort of I don't know.
French looking.
I've never been to Europe.
It's full of baguettes and people going on the wrong side.
It's full of
Right.
pubs. And,
Zombies smoking little cigarettes, fuck you. Oh. So
what are you doing there? What are you doing there? Come here, let me eat you.
I want your brains. Now.
I want to eat you and a bar of chocolate.
It sounds to me like this is virtually what would happen if the Incredible Hulk was in a zombie apocalypse.
Ooh,
Yes.
that would be fun.
Essentially, is what it is. Is what it sounds like.
So, did you play this?
get
You said
rage
you
mode,
played the
it's like,
second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you finish it?
No way. I didn't even get through half, probably. I probably did, like... You know what? And to be fair... Techland, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I think there was, like, a couple... If I can recall in my mind, I think there was a bunch of other games that came out in that same time.
It was...
And...
was 2023, I think.
Yeah, I just it didn't wow me in the same way that the first one did. So if I had other games on my plate, I was just kind of like, I'm not gonna do my best to like, I was just like, I'll just play something else.
Yeah, they added. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were finished.
No, I was gonna say it sucks because I spent that extra to buy the Ultimate Edition,
Yeah.
And here I am. I never even really played it. So.
Well, when you get done with Beast, maybe you still got it. You should go back and look. I think it's great. I had some issues with it, and I couldn't get past a boss fight because, and I don't know if it was a bug or not, but I think I got to the last guy, and he was beating me. And when he was beating me, I would just respawn in the room. So my inventory was depleting every time I did that. Like if I used, health or something or ammo or anything, then he'd kill me, and then I would just come back in the room. And I'm like, well, I got one bullet left, and he kills me, and I'm like, come back, like I still just have the one bullet.
No bullet.
Right. So it's like, what? And of course his health bar would go back up every time he'd kill me. So I'm pretty sure it was a bug, but I couldn't get past it. So I went back not too long ago, and they had made some Techland's really good about supporting a game. Yeah, they made some adjustments. They made adjustments to the combat, and they added dismemberment, which wasn't in the game originally. So like when you hit a zombie, their leg like goes flying off, and And I think that was because Dead Island came out kind of at the same time, and had that. It had dismemberment and stuff. And they're like, yeah, okay, we'll do that too. So, and then filters, like you can make the game look darker or less. It looked very green and colorful when it came out, and you can kind of alter that. I don't know why games are so... AAA games seem to be scared of not using like every color known to man in every scene. It's just... it's called tone, Anyway, so yeah, it's made some improvements. So if you were to play it now, you would be playing a better version of it than you when it came out. But I was curious about this game because I'm just getting kind of tired of zombies. Like, it seems to be a focus of gaming and movies and TV shows for like the last 15 years, and I was a little apprehensive about getting into yet another zombie game. So I may let that sit. Plus I've got a bunch of stuff I'm playing right now.
You can have a burnout of that. Oddly enough, like the zombies are the one subject that doesn't die.
Well, of course.
Oh.
Even when you chop their head off.
Yeah, but no, I've been playing that, and I've been playing. I did play for a little while. What got me kind of addicted to it was Frostpunk 2 came out on Game Pass,
Yeah,
so I have been playing Frostpunk 2.
that's a strategy game,
I
right?
never played. It is. It's like a tropical. It's like a tropical
Yeah.
sort of city builder
Oh, okay.
type game. But very heavily survival aspect to it, where the game is constantly throwing, like your people dying is like a general thing that happens in the game. It's not like, oh no, 10 people died. It's like, nope, yeah, 40 people will die. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna
pretty
happen,
standard.
right?
Like 30 people died. I'm like, that's a low number, like
It's
you know.
like,
So it's like,
yay, only 30.
yeah, in the game. But I like the look of it. And I was getting into it for a little while. It was a pretty cool game. I thought it was very complicated, but once I got the hang of it, it wasn't that complicated.
Yeah, cool.
So, but again, as our per talk before with Game Pass,
Right.
you know,
I mean, your favorite game
like,
might be
I'm
sitting there waiting on you. You never know.
like I'm playing Frostpunk 2 and considering buying it now because I've already invested like a couple of hours into it, and I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of like, God, this is a game I could probably buy. However, that game is very PC, right? Like, and I mean like
Mouse and keyboard
mouse
kind of.
and keyboard,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
right? So I'm using a controller and I'm like scrolling over to the other side of the screen,
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
just like, this is kind of stupid. I should just buy this on Steam,
Yeah.
and just use my mouse.
Yeah.
Meh.
I've found several games on Game Pass that I liked and ended up buying it on Steam, just because that's where I want my games to be, I guess.
Camera's out of focus.
Here, I'll fix
Yeah.
it. Here we go. Autofocus is not. It's not autofocus. It's sometimes
never works.
focus. Yeah. Well, cool.
Anyway.
All right. Well, Liam, what have you been up to? What have you been playing? I guess Borderlands, maybe.
Yeah, I did play Borderlands and I finished the campaign of Borderlands.
Sweet.
Oh.
What's your overall take on the game?
I really enjoyed the game. The performance issues aside, it's a solid game. I would say maybe like a 7, 8, or a 10
Nice.
game. If like, and that's like if performance was improved and actually worked, it could be like a really high rate game. I did enjoy the campaign. I think most of it is okay if you're new to the series, even
Yeah.
though like some parts I was like not sure who that is, but sure other people would know. You should play the other games.
Don't play 3. You don't have to
Okay.
play 3. Just watch a video. Just watch a recap video.
Yeah, I should just do that.
Yeah.
So they are building to something more in future DLC and things like that.
Yeah. These games usually have a ton of DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was it with the campaign? I really enjoyed it, and there's a lot of, I don't know if it actually makes a difference, but there's a lot of missions that had like different outcomes.
Really?
I don't know if it makes a difference in the campaign itself. I liked it was
Huh.
there
Yeah.
because there's this guy who gets kidnapped, and you have to save him, beat the boss, but you still have to like save him, and if you don't do it in time, he dies.
Oh.
What happens if I fail that? Does I continue the campaign without him? Is he there after the campaign? I don't know. I'll have to find out if that's a thing.
Yeah.
But that's one of the objectives, so I don't know if that was just a mission or an extra optional thing to save him. It seemed optional. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, do this if you can.
Yeah, pretty
But-
much.
Huh.
What it looked like? Maybe it
Maybe
wasn't
you're
optional.
maybe the loot. Maybe it just has to do with loot. Like if you saved him, maybe you get something better than if you didn't. I don't know.
I don't know. It was a bit glitchy, nothing unplayable, but it's quite funny to actually see people just like glitched out completely.
Yeah, I've
Some
seen
enemies
that.
were glitched out. Some people were glitched out. It's I want to say it's I wouldn't say it's common, but it happens, almost enough to be.
I think
That
the
guy's
last
not supposed to be
patch
there.
helped the performance, but caused a bunch of problems with some quests. So,
Yeah, it's quite funny because
C'est la
an
vie.
enemy can like just stay stuck in place. I'm like, haha, you're stuck. You're dead. I think the campaign though just finished way too quickly.
Really? Is there an
I
end
think it was
game? There's end game though, right?
Like there's Endgame, but
Okay.
the actual campaign itself, like I wish I had more of the campaign. You'll probably get DLC afterwards, but there's a lot that happens in the end, and like your main goal is to stop this ruler
Right.
of this world.
The timekeeper. Time
As you're
X-Man.
going along, there's like 5 different side quests that are happening at the same time. You're like, this, but one of my friends is looking for this, and that guy's looking for this, and this guy's turn up, and all these things are happening at the same time. Where you're going for the timekeeper, and at the very end fight, like it all happens at once, and I was like, that seemed a bit rushed. I wish I could like go from mission to mission and
Yeah.
not just.
Well, there's a cure for that, and I do it often in games like this. Is that like you're on your bike, whatever, and you go by that exclamation point, and they're like, "Oh my God, can you help me?" I'm like, "Nope," and just keep on going. Go to that main objective. Just scrape them off.
That's what I mean. These were main objectives, though. That's what I mean.
Oh, well, you said side quest or side missions.
That's what I mean. No, the characters are going on side quests, but those side quests turn into your mission.
Oh, okay,
as
okay.
you're
I got
going
you.
on.
I got you. I'm
Oh
done.
yeah, everything just comes to a head at the same time. It's like,
Wow.
why am I doing all this? I just fought that guy, now how to fight you, and how to do this and that. Like, how is this main campaign?
Huh.
So yeah, the end was a bit rushed, or tried to end 5 times. I don't know. But what's funny is after you do the campaign, you can create a new character at like level 30, which is like 50 is
Yeah.
the max level. You can do like one of those things. Like, you complete the campaign, start over, and just focus on endgame. So my character was level 28 when I beat the campaign, and I made a
Oh,
new
man.
character at level 30.
Yeah.
My new character's over leveled and it hasn't even done anything. I found that funny.
Well,
Then
yeah,
you
but
can have like extra difficulty options and level up.
yeah, you can create a new build and character and do the end game stuff.
I still haven't
That's-
like done the end game of it.
yeah.
And FC 26 came out, so of course I got that.
And so Borderlands sits on a shelf.
I played that for a bit, played some games. Definitely improved from the last years. And I also got one of the Game Pass games is Deep Rock Galactic Survivor.
Yeah, I saw that, but it's dungeon crawler now, right?
Yeah, it's a dungeon crawler in like the vein of like Minecraft dungeons or Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, it looked more
Things like
Vampire
that.
Survivors to me.
Yeah, it's essentially Vampire Survivors for Deep Rock Galactic, and I'm going to be addicted to that as well.
Yeah.
I love those kind of games now. After Vampire Survivors, I'm like, I'm hooked on this.
Very addictive.
I saw it on Game Pass. I was like, how much is this? And I saw the price. I just bought it. Like,
Wow.
I'm going to play this. Yeah, I'm going to play this. So,
I thought
yeah.
it was funny how they went from like a first person, third person game, survival sort of survival game, to an overhead dungeon crawler, right?
Yeah.
And then you had Helldivers, which was a dungeon crawler.
And went to first
which
person.
went third
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, it went,
Yeah, third
went
person,
backwards.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I always
But
I always find that
if more
fascinating.
games, if more games went like dungeon crawlers, I'm here for it because apparently I'm a sucker for that now.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the games I
sucker.
played, and at the weekend I went down to visit some family, so I was away from my Xbox.
Cool.
Okay.
Sweet. That's
Need some
always
quality
good.
time with the fam.
Yeah.
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 All right.
All right. So, what about you, Mr. Graybeard?
Well, I played a lot of Borderlands 4, and I noticed something, and Liam will get this, but he may have he may not know the connection, but the first boss you beat, I can't remember his name. Do you remember his name? The big fat dude with the bald head. I don't remember his name, but
Was it Invictus Soul?
something like that.
Something like that.
So during the beginning of the game, he pops up in like a holographic form in his face.
Yeah.
And he does this monologue like, Vault Hunter, you are going to die, and you are, he just goes on and on. I'm like, God, that's so annoying. And I'm like, he sounds just like the antagonist from Halo Infinite. So in Halo Infinite, you have this brute named Ursham or something like that, and throughout the whole game, the cutscenes are just like, Master Chief going to die. I mean, just it's just, God, man, like every word just like pours out, and it gets really. It's just not a good bad guy. Just story wise, fighting him was interesting, but not just constant stuff. So I looked it up. I'm like, they know what they're doing. This is got to be a stab at it, right? They use the same form of so I went, of course, to IMDb. It's the same actor. It's the same actor doing both voices. They look very similar in their holographic form, and they're saying almost the exact same things. And I think these guys probably picked up on that too. Like in Halo Infinite, it's like, this guy comes on the radio and you're like, this guy again, God, just shut up. You're just willing to just kill him so he'll just shut up. So, but I got to that boss battle, and that was a lot of fun. That boss battle was a lot of fun. And I'm like I think I just made level 18, and I got some amazing guns. I have a shotgun that shoots rockets or a high beam flamethrower, which does massive amounts of damage. And and I've got an assault rifle that it's a chuck. So when you run out of ammo, you throw it and it blows up. Or you can shoot a floating ball that will float right in the middle of a bunch of people, and you shoot it and it blows up. So a lot of variant on your secondary firing. I've heard a lot of people saying they're disappointed in the loot that they get, and I'm wondering if they know about that. That a lot of these guns have a secondary fire that is just devastating.
I think people are just sort of used to have
Borderlands
all this
3
loot right now, and
Borderlands 3 was just like a fountain of stuff. Like you shoot one robot and it's like bleh, 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 like guns everywhere. This is not necessarily
I realize
like that.
in this game you do have to actually level up and actually farm for gear. You do have to actually put effort in. They're not going to just give anything to you. I was like, I completed the whole campaign. I thought, don't get any legendary guns at all.
Yeah, you gotta find them or do
you
random
actually
stuff.
have to go and
I like that.
Or find golden keys that they keep posting on Twitter. So
right,
key codes.
Yeah.
But my favorite. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
My favorite thing was I had a grenade, and this grenade would stick to enemies, and it would cause corrosive or acid damage.
Yeah.
And afterwards, it would explode and then rain acid on them.
Good God.
I was just wiping enemies out. I was like, have this.
Jeez. Yeah, I know. I had another shotgun that shot. The secondary was basically just sticky grenades, like a whole wad of them. Just. And then you detonate them.
I love those shotguns. One's like an impact, and one's a sticky.
Yep. Yeah.
And boom.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
I am just flying through this, and this is a game. Don't even ask me about the story. There's bosses I need to take out. That's all I know. I'm not paying attention to it at all. This is I'll put on a video and I'll listen to a video or a podcast, and I'll just go through just play the game running here and I heard talking, now I gotta go over here, and then I'm running over there. And I'm having a blast with it. It is a lot of fun. Whatever problems that, if Randy Pitchford would have just shut up people would probably be talking more about how good this game is and not so much about the performance issues and stuff. So
The campaign is just very Far Cry. It's like,
It-
here's a bunch of dictators, take them out.
yep, but
That's
in
it.
but very Borderland like. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun.
I did find a boss in the map, because you do have to unlock other areas and other safe houses. You can like, do other activities, and you can stumble across these caves or secret locations, and you can find little bosses. I say little bosses, like big mini bosses.
Yeah.
And I was not prepared for what I found.
Oh no.
Scared the hell out of me.
Furries.
It reminded me of Zelda, and going back to like Ocarina of Time, if you know that a lot, you would find these spiders in Ocarina of Time.
Oh
in
no,
Zelda.
you got a fear of spiders.
They-
You don't
they
like
scared-
spiders.
No, these weren't just like spiders that like on around like that. Those were just, they hung up, right? They came down like that. But they were skulls, a big skull face spiders. They were called skulltulas. They were terrifying. This great big skull face.
So it's like a
looking at you.
skull with spider legs.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's what. So it was terrifying.
All right.
So I go down this rabbit hole of caverns and Borderlands, and then this like 50-foot skull just appears as a monster. I'm like, what the hell is that? And
Just a
it's
skull?
like, it was a creature, but it had
Yeah.
like a skull. I was like, I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
wow.
that's a call to Zelda, because it scared the living daylights out of me. I was like, oh, what's that? Grenade it.
Yeah, they are definitely there's Easter eggs in this game. Even
there's
if
so
they're
many
not
Easter eggs,
obvious.
it's great.
I think they're poking a little bit of fun of at other games, and that's what makes it fun. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I also got to play a beta, a closed beta, so I can't really talk too much about it. But it's called Exoborn, and it's an extraction shooter that's third person, and you have like an exosuit. And the exosuit you pick one of three, and it has different abilities, and then you can upgrade the abilities. And I played 2 matches with random people who didn't have mics on, like either that or they were in a Discord together, and I was just on my own. But it didn't go well with that. The first one we got a group. We're on a roof, and these guys were like looting in some cars, and we got them and got all their stuff, and then we got out. But we kept, like, one person was going this way and one person was going this way, and I'm like, guys, if you can hear me, let's try to stick together. So I'm like, well, screw that. So I played by myself. I played a couple of matches just solo, and I had more fun with that because I felt like I wasn't having to keep up with anybody. I could sneak around. I could hear better. And I got some loot, and didn't even run across anybody. And then the second one, somebody was at the extraction, and I was up on a roof looking down at him, and I'm like, if I'm just going to wait till he just leaves, And when I ducked, I accidentally shot, like, up in the air. And of course, he immediately looked up at me and went, and like 42 guns, just like, I'm like, shit. So it was like, I just ran and went through like all the hallways and outside and back inside, just try to get away from him. So his ship comes in, and then he leaves, and then I get out, and then the play was pretty much over. But I had a lot of fun with it. It's on Steam. It's got the description and everything, and I didn't give anything away that I signed not to play. I couldn't stream anything. I couldn't record anything. Obviously, I couldn't take pictures or anything like that. But it is not Arc Raiders. Let's put that out there. It's not Arc Raiders, but it's interesting. And also, that's really about it. I've been playing a lot of Borderlands. But I will mention, since we've got Arc Raiders, we just found out, I think today, Arc Raiders has having an open beta for everybody: PlayStation, PC, Xbox, anybody that wants to try this thing out. The 17th through the 19th, they will have a pre-download, I think, for everybody, even PC. So you can jump in that weekend. I think the information is a little different. On one set of information just said it's going to be this day, just go download it. Another one said you're going to get a key, or everybody gets a key, and they're going to let people in periodically or something. That doesn't really sound right for an open beta.
No, it doesn't
So
sound like it.
yeah, I don't really know who's saying what. It sounds more like you just go download it and play it. So even if you don't like extraction shooters, I'm not a big fan of extraction shooters. I love Arc Raiders. It is very unique and very fun, and can be scary as shit sometimes, and super funny other times, and it is a blast. I can't wait for everybody to get to play it. And we got the Tokyo Game Show coming out in Thursday?
Well, today technically it started today, but tomorrow we'll get the presentations and some streams to watch.
We've got a PlayStation State of Play tomorrow at
That is tomorrow evening for you guys.
Yep.
Evening.
Afternoon. Yeah.
Afternoon. There is one for Xbox in the morning for me. There's probably like 4 a.m. for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been a lot of news coming out of Tokyo Game Show tomorrow.
Yeah, there's rumors that Wolverine will be shown at the Sony. There's rumors that Horizon Zero Dawn will be shown from Xbox. Because people have found it in the Xbox store. I don't know where they're looking. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw it at first, got a bit excited, but then I was read into it. Maybe it's nothing. We'll see. It might just be a index Google thing that's happened. So you will
right
find
before the Tokyo Game Show. I don't know.
No, it's been there for ages. People are just picking up.
Oh, it has it. Okay.
So yeah, that kind of thing. But it might mean something in the future. Who knows?
Maybe tomorrow.
But, I did see something that was funny because the State of Play. Guess what won't be at the State of Play?
Fair Games.
Close, but Marathon.
Oh yeah, they've already said they're not showing Marathon until indefinitely. Yeah. So now, with saying that though, they have had other plays and closed betas, and people are speaking a little bit more positive about it. Yeah, they've made some changes based on that last, that bigger beta. The graphics have been updated a little bit, and not so bland, Lego-y, I guess. And also, there's rumors of a PvE mode that they might be implementing and want extra time for that. So, I mean, I think that if the developers are really pulling for a PvE mode and they're making the game, then they may know what they're talking about. I would love to have an extraction that's co-op, that you can play with your friends and and not have to worry about because I'm not as quick as I used to be, believe it or not. And going against an 11-year-old that's had their fifth Mountain Dew, literally can bend time with their reflexes. I don't know. So, but yeah, I guess that's about it. Unless anybody's got anything else they want to bring up or talk about.
Yeah.
I don't think much else has happened.
Hopefully we'll get some news and stuff, and if not, we'll talk about whatever we want to. And if you have a topic that you want to submit for us to talk about, just put it in the comments below, or leave a message on Spotify, and we'll get it and we'll take a look at it. So I guess that's it for this week for the Gray Bear Gaming Podcast. Thanks for dropping in again. I hate to say it again, but leaving a like and a sub helps us out a bunch, and it's totally free, unlike an Xbox console, which is $800 now. So just leave that hanging. See you next week.